It's really nice to meet you all wherever you are in the country. It's lovely to be in this virtual space together and have this time together to just chat. I would really recommend, whether you're meeting people within your sport, whether it is your fiercest rival or whether it's other people that are going through something similar, don't be afraid to really question them, be inquisitive. You're not yet finished articles, so you're still learning from your environment, from situations, from competitions.
From that camp in 2008, it was like a general thing that they kind of like assigned you to different sports. I never went through anything like that, so I was just wondering, like, what's that like? What was that like?
So yeah, I went to this testing day and it's quite interesting. It's very basic data, as I said, arm span, height, your basic numbers. And then they filter you into loads of different sports. They do this testing every few years. And then after that, they'll look into how your brain is driven. Like, are you a teamwork athlete? Are you an individual? How do you work within conflict and all that stuff?
I was just wondering, like, with the mental side of it, how did you cope with such a, like, especially you went straight from being selected to just, like, to the Olympics. Like, how did you cope with that?
Well, it was a 5-year process to go into the talent pool. And what was challenging was learning a sport as an adult. So when you're learning sport as a teenager, there are people, you are sponging everything and it's more like a learning environment. You're in school and education and it's a learning environment. As an adult, there's almost an assumption, especially in the guys, sorry Charlie and Will, but this is true. In skeleton, you see it and you think, it's all right, I've got it, I'm going to muscle my way down. Like, how hard can it be? In some sports, it's about being delicate, patient, open to criticism. And then if your ambition is to, okay, I'm going to take what the competition is, I'm going to do my best, whatever happens, and then you throw and it falls short, and then you can see physically you are being quite harsh on yourself. Would you be open to a coach saying, okay, so our plan was we were going to hold high, give ourselves this kind of kindness and see what happens. Did that happen? Did it not? And sometimes feedback can feel quite personal, but we are people, we're humans, and the feedback is us and our performance. So I think being open to feedback is really important.
With the 6 throws, I find myself, say for example, the first or second throw doesn't go as planned. I sort of find myself running over to a coach asking technical points to work on for the next few throws. And I think often, it's sort of bombarded with all this information. And when you're actually competing, they're ready to do it. I struggle to sort of adjust sort of quickly, if you know what I mean, just to sort of, what you need to do in your head, but actually doing it is a completely different story in terms of, technical points and that sort of thing.
What works, what you want to hear, Bethany, is probably quite different to what I want to hear. And recognising that individuality is really important. So I don't know if you've got the opportunity to do any psych testing. I don't know if SportsAid might be able to provide links to do any personality profiling to understand you on your good day and on your bad day. So I know with me on my bad day, I go into a spiral of despair, apparently. That's what it has on this form. Like, that's a bit aggressive. But if I was having a bad day and then I go and ask for technical help and I don't get it, I'm just going to spiral. So recognising, okay, what do I want? Do I want technical help or not? And communicating that with your coach or your key person, whoever, so that they know kind of what to expect. And if you want technical help, you might want technical help on the last step or the last 3 steps, not on how high you're carrying into that last section. So being really specific, so saying, look, I feel good, but I just need technical help in that last step. Specifically, what can you help me with? It's okay to know what you're asking for and be quite clear.
If you make a mistake in those first few corners, how do you stop it affecting you?
In skeleton as well, when you're going down the track, there's never a perfect run. I don't know if you guys have this, like talking about the 6 throws discus or javelin. Have you ever had a perfect competition, like proper perfect? No. So once I'd made the assumption that there's never a perfect run, that pressure had gone. I give myself the opportunity to succeed in those corners, but also the opportunity to fail. And failure is not a bad thing. It's this big word, but failure is very human, it's very normal, it's very natural. So I would almost give myself permission to fail, and you're like, corner 1, corner 2, messed up, you know, how rubbish is this? But come on, let's go again. Let's snap back into it, refocus. So allow yourself to fail. I really love that's stuck in your mind, that we're humans, that we're going to have these ups and downs. This is natural and normal. Enjoying success. What does success actually feel like physically? What is it doing to your body? What's it doing to your mind? And writing that down so you know that you can always find your way back to this point of success. Control the controllables. And motivations, you know, keep yourself going. Consistency, we didn't mention this word, but consistency is king. Motivation is awesome, but what will keep you going when you're lacking motivation, which is normal, is just being consistent. Just turn up to the track, turn up to the session and do what you can do.